year a wonderful opportunity for hundreds of thousands of San Antonians to come and show their support for the arts, celebrate the great talent that exists here in San Antonio, and show the world just how culturally rich San Antonio really is. And the fantastic artists who are showcasing their talent. Thank you all for being out here and for making this a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for being here. Two things very quickly. First, tell me how nice is it to be back in the street for Luminaria? Isn't that great to look at art? It's wonderful, but remember that these artists put a lot of time and sweat and blood into making this art. I'm sure earlier today some of their stuff fell apart and they put it back together. Make sure when you get the chance, give the artist a handshake or a thank you. This is fantastic. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much.
Right now it's a big giant Luminaria event going on in San Antonio, and I'm working for Gemini Inc. as an intern. And we're actually a literary company that is non-profit organization. Basically what we do is we like to connect readers and writers all throughout San Antonio with the whole community, spread the word, get people to read books, get people to write, we provide workshops, and basically we just want to keep everybody in touch with arts. The truck is actually free books. You can have as many free books as you want.
It's just piled full for anyone to take?
Piled full. We collect them all year long from the local bookstores. They just bring us donated books and basically we hand them out this time of the year.
Great. Would you mind telling me about your bike?
This is a white Monarch.
And did you make it yourself?
No, I didn't make it myself. But you can look up the Facebook page for Austin Bike Zoo.
Austin Bike Zoo, cool.
Friend us and you'll see Jeremy who created these custom bikes.
Yeah, so basically we're printing t-shirts using wood blocks. So all of these blocks that you see here that they're inking up on that table over there were carved by hand by local San Antonio artists that work with San Antonio Cultural Arts. So you take those blocks, you ink them up, you place them on the shirt almost like a stamp, run them through our little baby press here, and we've got a t-shirt, and we're printing shirts like nobody else in town. So they definitely have a unique look to them. You can kind of see them up there.
This is a project called Ay Te Wacho, or I'll Be Seeing You, and it's an installation with different environments. Most of them are shaped like the Alamo, and you look into them and they look back at you. And then your image is projected on the wall here at the Instituto de Mexico. This is my co-collaborator, Victor Payan.
We love San Antonio. I think that there's something really beautiful about Luminaria and people getting together just to celebrate life in this city. And you know, all the icons of San Antonio are very magical, whether it's the Alamo, or as you see here, we have a piñata with wings to symbolize hope and joy that there is a lot of in San Antonio. And you know, we're artists here, and we're really happy to be part of the event. I think that life is an education, art is an education, and imagination is an education. And as people, you see the people's expressions, they're just so happy to see themselves reflected. They walk away with it just feeling empowered, and here they are, you know, in the Instituto Cultural de Mexico. They are arts. They're looking at many things. They're looking at hope. They're looking at cultural questions. We have a box here that celebrates famous San Antonio musicians. We have a box here about lucha libre, and so things people love. They're looking at themselves, looking at themselves.
We're doing a 5-hour endurance piece. We start at 7 o'clock and we go until midnight without stop. What inspired the piece is wanting to, well, do something that would exhaust the performer, that would wear them out in front of an audience, to see what limits performance can go to. And then we also wanted to tackle some of our inspiration, the Italian futurists, and sort of destroy them and misuse them in a public fashion. And we wanted to do something very interesting for Luminaria, something different.
I'm Sacred. The name of the piece is Alumbramiento. It's about being born, and the arrangement of music is, it takes you from birth to abyss to death and then to rebirth again. It's really important for me that everything is multidisciplinary. I think the kind of society that we live in right now, you don't just hear music, you see flashing lights everywhere you go. You see moving moving images. That's the kind of culture that we're living in, and so people resonate with that when they see it. And it's just to invoke some kind of sensorial ecstasy. I think I just made that word up, sensorial. Ecstatic sensations, and it makes people uncomfortable too. I think people are not used to seeing things that are so directly political or directly spiritual. Some of the images you'll see are images from the WTO protest or the blast at Fukushima. I think it's not necessarily that there's one statement that I'm standing behind, but I want to just show that things are happening, and as Americans, we need to be aware of that. And so I feel with the privilege of being able to create art, I need to create something that is conscious. And you know, if people disagree or agree, it's fine. It's great if they don't like it. At least it's invoking something, and at least they're being pushed out of what they're normally seeing on the television or, like I said, in mass media.
My name is Chris Sauter. I'm from San Antonio. This is called The Wondrous Appearance of Saint Apophenia, and it utilizes the phenomenon of apophenia to see the image. Apophenia is the phenomenon which allows us to see faces in the clouds. It also allows us to see connections between things that are unrelated. The inspiration is I'm interested in collapsing dichotomies, and I've recently began to tackle the science and religion dichotomy. So this is an attempt to do that.
So I'm guessing you're not really a priest?
I'm not really a priest, no. But since I'm here to talk about Saint Apophenia, it seemed the appropriate garb to